Hey, what's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you my September TBR. I know it's already the 5th of September, but I haven't really been able to get around to doing my September TBR video the day I was going to do it. I actually ended up doing an unboxing because I had gotten an unexpected loot crate in the mail, so I decided to try and do an unboxing, and I did that the day that I was going to film my TBR instead. I have 7 books in my pile. 5 of them are, well, 4 now because I've already finished one, are definites that I plan on getting to this month. One of them I may not get to finishing this month, but that's fine. I can always carry over to next month. And then I've got 2 2 that I might get to or might get to starting this month. And then I've also, over the next couple weeks, I'm going to do like a try a chapter thing with some books that I picked up yesterday from Half Price Books. So, and then a couple that I picked up today from Ollie's. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. And then I guess I'll just haul the ones that I like or decide to keep and unhaul the ones that I decide not to. I already tried one last night, and I'm waiting on the audiobook loan from Overdrive because it's so, like, some of the terminology in that book was so just confusing that I would read it. I'd read a sentence 3 or 4 times just to make sure I understood kind of where it was going, and then I'd still be thinking about it as I continue to read on, and then I'd look at where I'm at and I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened? So I put that one back down for now, and I'm waiting on the audiobook loan. Hopefully that helps me out a little bit, and if that doesn't, then I'm probably not going to keep it. But anyways, back on track, my September TBR, the first 3 books I'm going to talk about. The first one that I'm going to show you guys, I've already finished, and that is The Great Hunt, which is book 2 in the Wheel of Time series. Like I said, I've already finished this one. I read the prequel novel and the first book, The Eye of the World, last month. I read Eye of the World for the Newts, and then I read New Spring after the Newts was over, or after I had finished my TBR for the Newts. I love these books. Like, this is probably, right now, my one fantasy series that I've got, at least on my shelves. I've got several that I haven't read yet that I've packed that I don't want to unpack yet because we don't know if we're moving still or not. But out of the ones that are on my shelf right now, The Wheel of Time is probably my favorite one, and it is definitely one of the best ones that I have read within the last year or so. And I'm working on my first reread of this also. And then the next book is going to be The Dragon Reborn, which is book 3 in the Wheel of Time. I'm already about halfway through it, so I should be able to finish it within the next, by the end of this week I should have this one finished. And then the third book on my TBR is the 4th book in the Wheel of Time series, The Shadow Rising. I don't know how quickly I'm going to get to this one after I finish The Dragon Reborn, because this is another one that I'm waiting for the audiobook loan for on Overdrive. So as soon as I get the audiobook loan from Overdrive, I will start this one. If you guys hear cats growling or meowing in the background, just ignore that. I've got the foster cat out in the living room right now, and my cat's sitting right here. So they're just working things out. So yeah, as soon as I get the Overdrive loan for this audiobook, I will continue on to this one. I love the audiobooks for these because it's not a single narrator. It's narrated by a guy and a girl, so I like that. There's some differentiation between at least the male perspectives and the female perspectives. I think if this was full cast, like some other audiobooks, it would be really weird. But anyways, again, I'm getting off track on this. So anyways, those are the first 3 books on my TBR. The next one is one that I've also already started, and I'm a little over halfway through, and that I have heard fantastic, fantastic things about since it came out earlier this year, from everybody that I watch on BookTube, and that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. Like I said, I'm about halfway through already, and I do have the dust jacket. I just take the dust jacket off when I'm reading hardbacks because the dust jackets are really, they annoy me when I'm trying to read and I have a dust jacket on a hardback. So anyways, that's why it's a naked, and I love the naked hardback. It's so pretty. Anyways, and then the next one that I've got on my list that is one that I definitely do want to get to this month, but I will be okay if I don't finish it this month because I do want to take my time with it. And this is a library copy that I've got to show you guys. I've already ordered my own copy and it's in the mail on its way from Thrift Books. And that is Queen of Scots, The True Life of Mary Stuart. Last month I read a biography about Isabel of Castile, and it wasn't that bad. It was actually more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. So I thought about trying to get some more into different biographies and reading biographies about different people. And I've been curious about Mary Queen of Scots since I found the show called Reign on Netflix. Love that show. My husband hates it because it's kind of romancy and whatnot, but I like it because I don't like it specifically for the romance aspect, but I do like that it's kind of court intrigue-ish. So I've been really curious to find out more about Mary Stuart and what her life was actually like and see how historically accurate that show actually is. If you do like, that kind of part romance, part court intrigue kind of show, then I would definitely recommend checking that show out also. And then the last two books that I have in my pile are the ones that I don't know if I'm going to get to this month. Won't be upset about if I don't get to them this month, but I've been wanting to read them for a little while, and I've been hearing more about this first one than the second one on BookTube lately. And then the first one is The Black Prism by Brent Weeks, and then the other one is The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington. The only reason I say I don't know if I'm going to get to these or not is because both of these are massive already. Children of Blood and Bone is over 500 pages. Each of those Wheel of Time books is well over 500 pages. I think The Great Hunt was 702 pages. The Shadow Rising is 980 pages. And Dragon Reborn is, I'm not counting the glossaries in these, 674 pages. So I don't know how far I'm going to get into these. Plus with my try a chapter pile that I've got over there, I'll go into those probably after I've decided which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm not, and let you guys know what I thought about them, especially the one that was really starting to confuse me just reading it by myself, because I don't know, it's kind of, I think it's a sci-fi, but it's also kind of a fantasy because it's set on a different planet that is extremely similar to Earth, but just some of the terminology and because there's so many different words for the same thing, that I think that's what's throwing me off a little bit. So that's kind of why I want to wait and see if I can get the audiobook for it. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books on my try a chapter list. 2 of them are the first in series. One of them I have the first 2 books of the series, and then the other one is the first one in a trilogy. And then I've got another biography that I picked up from books yesterday that I want to try and see if I can get into a little bit more. Anyways, that's it for what I plan on spending the month of September reading, and I will see you guys in my next video.